Hey guys, welcome back to Melissa's Cricket Creation. And as you saw by the title, again, we will be discussing a $10 cookie. Now, I put it in Boss Beginnings because I wanted to see what you think. Would you pay $10 for a cookie? Is she asking for too much, or are we just being too cheap? So before we get started, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe if you're not a part of the cricket game, okay? So, so when you come in, first thing I want you to do is let me know would you pay $10 for a cookie. We're going to look at her cookies. We're going to evaluate it. And we're going to come to the conclusion that we think, right? Because the customer gets to determine the value that the product has, right? So we're going to be customers and say, well, we pay $10 per cookie, okay? Before we get started, as always, got to pay some bills, right? So I want to tell you about my 5-step business plan. It helps you create a business plan in 5 steps, because if you don't plan, you plan to fail. I couldn't remember that yesterday. I was all paused like, what is it? What is it? But yeah, if you don't plan, you plan to fail, right? So you want to make sure you have a business plan and you want to know where you're going with your business, all right? And I think I deleted it. Oh, here it is. But yeah, so in the description, I do have a 5-step business plan if you're interested in it. Also, I have my Boss Girls Crafters edition if you want to download the digital form. As I say, you put your name here. You write your 3 affirmations. So I am wealthy, I am healthy, I am rich, I am that chick. Whatever your affirmations are that you tell yourself every day, you can write 3 of them. Then you want to know your why. Why are you doing this? Why are you starting this business? Why are you becoming a crafter? Okay. Also, this is a brainstorming about different crafts and things that you have that you think you want to do. You can put it there. Here is a mini business planner. The actual one that I'm selling is a little more detailed, but this will definitely help you at least get started to have a vision. And then you want to start with one product. You're going to pick one product and figure out the cost of it. Tell what your gratitude is every day. And here is where you're gonna write the date, and you're gonna say what you did that date, if you sold anything, the due dates and everything. So that way, when you go back and look, you can see which days you were more busy and see what did you do that led to you receiving all those customers. This is the social media planner, and then here comes the templates with the what do they call, with the sizes on it, okay, with the measurements. There we go, with the measurements. So that's the Boss Girl Journal, and if you're interested in getting it, it is in the description, okay? All right. So today, like I said, we're going to be talking about this $10 cookie, and I want to know, before we get started, if you would pay $10 for a cookie, okay? And I'm going to pull it up. We're going to look at it, and we're going to go to her TikTok, and we're going to look at more of her cookies. And we're just going to talk about, is it worth $10? Would I pay? Who determines the value and the prices of the products in your business? You know, and we're going to read some comments about what some people say. All right. So let's first look at her TikTok. Now, I have to mute it because she has music on it, and I'm not 100% sure if I would get copyrighted if I play it with the music, but I wrote down everything she said and why she charges $10 for a cookie, and we're going to evaluate it, okay? All right, so this is the $10 cookie. Let's see. She said, I'm sorry, but $10 a cookie is actually insane. And so she said that it's $10 for supplies and ingredients. The bag and the icing takes her about an hour to talk with the customer and then tell her what she wants. Brainstorming, that's another hour. Designing the set, I'm not quite sure what that means. She said that's 30 minutes. She said decorating takes 4 hours. Packaging is 15 minutes. Let's go back. I'm talking a little slower than she is. Making the dough and baking is an hour. Cleanup is 15 minutes. Making icing and mixing colors is another hour. So let's look at these cookies. So these aren't like cookies that you can just go to the store and buy. So she's custom making each cookie. This is equivalent to me as like hand-drawn products. right? Because she's the eyes, right? She can't just mass produce these. Like she would have to do these individually, one by one. So what do you guys think? Do you think that $10 a cookie is too much, or do you think that she's pricing accordingly? I'm gonna say I agree with her price. Okay, and so let's look on her TikTok page. So she's called the Grateful Baker on TikTok, and this is the best question ever. Here's another one. It says, if you could only have 3 points. Okay, so that has nothing to do with the topic. Ooh, let's look here. That's pretty cool. So yeah, she has to wait till they dry. Look at the detail. That's nice. Let's go to another cookie. Oh, these are cookie cutters. I'm just trying to get a feel for her cookies and whether I feel like they're worth $10. All right, that one's really nice too. And of course she has it on, she's speeding it up, but I'm pretty sure it takes her a while in real time. What she said, decorating cookies. How much she said, how long it take it? 4 hours, but I'm pretty sure she's talking about all 12 cookies. It takes her 4 hours. These are nice. I don't think we should argue with her about her price because I'm pretty sure it takes her a long time. Whoa, look at that one. Okay, so she has another video on here where she talks about someone asked her, someone told her that if she sliced her price in half, if she cut her price in half, sell double the cookies. And she said, why would I work twice as hard to get the same amount of money when I could just leave my price where it is and get the cookie and get the same price? And I think that's something we have to remember. So while the customer gets to set the value of the product, right? So like she named all this stuff. The customer gets to set the value of the product, right? Is it valuable to them? So the question here is, do I want handmade cookies or do I want generic mass-produced cookies? So the question isn't, is she too expensive? The question is what do you actually want? She has, if I was her, but she said she doesn't even sell her cookies, that she only does it for, for content because she's a content creator. But if I was her and I was selling my cookies, I would have a certain customer. People who do like art shows or high-end clients or people who are really into detail. That's who her cookies should be sold to, not to the everyday person who doesn't care if it's handcrafted. That's the thing. Like, what is the value of her cookie? It's artistic. It's beautiful. She did she hand painted them, and I think this is a valuable lesson for us. I think a lot of times we allow the customers to set our prices. I've been talking about this every day, right? We allow the customers to set our prices. We figure out how much it costs us to make the cookie, and we think in our mind, what do we think people would pay for our product? Instead of saying, what value do we bring, and are they willing to pay? If everybody today started charging $10 for cookies, one or another, two things would happen. Either only people who could afford $10 cookies would buy them and nobody else would get them, or people would accept the fact that cookies are $10 and that's what I have to get. Think about the house. I know you guys say a cookie in a house is two different things, but just think about it. Just about maybe 10 years ago, you could get here in Texas, you could get like a 5-bedroom house, 3-4 bathrooms for $120,000. I know because I was out there in the market at the time, right? When, in 2009, 2008, when those houses was on some streets were like 84,000, okay? 84,000. I wish you would have told them at the time that they had to pay $300,000 for that same house that was $84,000 when they bought it. They would have said you're out of your mind. But guess what? When all the houses go up and you have no choice, if you want a house, you have to pay within it. It doesn't matter what the house sold for originally. It's telling you what you have to pay for it now. Guess what? Either you pay or you don't get a house. Okay. Cell phones. What? We used to be able to buy these cell phones for $200-$300 without a contract, $400 max, right? It didn't matter that we said, no, I'm not going to pay $1,000 for a phone. They didn't care. Apple didn't care, right? They did nothing extra with these phones to justify the price. Nothing. They threw an extra camera on there. That ain't $400 worth of extraness, you know? But they all got together and said, hey, if somebody wants a phone, they're going to pay $1,000 to $1,500. So what is the norm now? A phone is $1,000 to $1,500. Yes, you can go to Walmart and get you a $97 phone, but you're not going to do it, right? You're going to get you your iPhone, a Samsung, LG, an Ericsson. You're going to get a certain brand of phone, and you're going to pay the money that they ask for because they set the standard. What we have to understand in business is we set the standard. So when we lowball ourselves, when we go see what our competitors are charging and we charge less, not only are we hurting our competitor, we're hurting ourselves because you're not truly making a profit. You just feel good because you're getting a lot of orders, but you're not making money. Because when you, like I said, when you don't calculate your time, how much it costs for your lights, how much it costs to go pick up the items, the time you spend with the customer, the time you do updates, you're not making money. So this is going to be a quick video because I just wanted to go over this real quick. But I want you to stop lowballing yourself. I want you to help the industry and charge what you worth, okay? And stop saying that if it costs me $1 to do it, I'm okay with charging $2. Because guess what you're not taking into consideration? You're not taking into consideration how much time you spend with the customer, how much of your lights you're using, your internet you're using, the wear and tear of your machine. There's so much that you don't take in consideration when you charge for your products. And so you think you're winning because, it costs me $1 to buy the stuff and I'm only charging $2, so I'm double my profit. But you're not. You're not, because you're not paying yourself for your time. You're not paying yourself for your stuff that you're using. You don't think about the gas to go get it, all this other stuff. You're not paying yourself, so you lose it. You are losing money at the end of the day. So I want you to take today. I want you to look at the products that you sell, write them down. Write down all the stuff that you need to make it. Write down all the things that you never even thought about that goes into making that product. Write down the time you have to talk to the customer. What's the average time you spend dealing with your customer? That's time in your labor. Time yourself making these products and see how long it takes you to make these products. If you have to go pick up vinyl, if you have to go buy products to make your treats, do your gas. Look at your light bill, okay? Think about all these things that you need to make that profit, and then look at how much you're charging. And are you cheating yourself, or are you charging what you're worth? We have to stop telling people that they charge you too much, and maybe just sit down and say, maybe I'm not charging enough. Gas is at $3. Well, I don't know where you live at, but where I'm at, I just saw gas is $3.09 today. So that means when I go buy vinyl to make a t-shirt, I'm putting that in consideration. That I got to go drive and get that vinyl. It ain't just the vinyl. It's $2. The t-shirt is $1.75. No, ma'am. I got to go buy it. I got to go pick it up. Then I got to spend time designing, okay? A lot of us small business owners, we don't charge design fees, right? We just charge them a flat rate of $15 for a t-shirt. But guess what? When you go to a big company, you have a setup fee, okay? You have a design fee, especially, and then the less t-shirts you make, the more they charge you. But we just charging flat rates. And we think that we killing the game. We stealing from ourselves. That's what we're doing. We're killing our profit. So today, not tomorrow, sit down, write down the products you sell. Think about all the stuff that we never took in consideration, the wear and tear of your machine, you driving to go pick up the products, your time making it, clean up time, because you have to clean up, right? Packaging it, taking all that time and put it in your price. And if you're not doing that, you're selling yourself cheap. And let's not go on other people's videos and tell them they charging too much. I want to look at some of these comments before we go. And I just want to say, y'all letting y'all customers dictate your prices, not actually what you need to be open.
I'll tell you where we first met.
And you wonder why so many small businesses go out of business.
$10 for one cookie is insane. All right, let's break this down. A custom order of 2 dozen cookies at $10 a cookie. That is
okay. I'm gonna pause that, like I said, because I don't know if it's copyright. So she got 1.3 thousand comments. I said just don't order if you don't like the price. Okay, that's me. And she said I paid a little over $3 a cookie for these. They are adorable and tasty delicious. The picture does not do no justice. $10 out of my tax bracket. Okay, that's cute. So is this customer, she getting a deal? Okay, that's what I would say. Number 2, is the baker actually undercharging? So it makes her look like her price is insane because she's taking into consideration the consultation she had to do. Is she taking into consideration the time to clean up, the time to go get the products, the time to mix? I ain't saying what you got to charge. I'm just saying, just because somebody else is charging less does not mean that she's overcharging. It could mean that a lot of people don't know their worth and they're just charging less. I don't need to add you, Brittany. I just want to read your comment. $240 for 24 cookies. You can only eat once. I got an order of a cake, cookies, chocolate covered strawberries, chocolate covered Oreos for less than that. But sis, if you paying, by all means, go ahead with your bougie self. $28.75. I guess it's supposed to be an hour to make some cookies. They don't respect our time because we don't make them. Because we always giving discounts. Ain't no way she should have got all that for less than $240. The cake alone should have been at least $100. Okay, so I definitely respect the hustle. But $10 for a cookie, that's wild for no matter what you say. Okay. I respect what she's saying, but it's cookies. Unless the rich are her target buyers, I don't see how she can profit any other way. I would never spend $250 on 2 dozen cookies. You would if that was the standard price, or you would get half. Okay. If that was the standard price, people always saying what they wouldn't pay. Okay. I would never pay this. But if that was the standard price, either you wouldn't get the cookies or you would pay it. And guess what? Louis Vuitton say you'll pay it because you can get a purse for $20, okay? But y'all go buy these $1,000 purses. And I know you say you can't compare a cookie to a purse because a purse lasts a long time and warranty. But there's a lot of things that we do that are temporary because you keep thinking about mass produced, but you don't understand like how you're tricked into, like when you go to the Dollar Tree and you're buying stuff for $1, what you don't understand is they're giving you way less than they would give you in the bulk. So you're buying, you're essentially buying, you're spending more, but you think you're getting it for less, if that makes sense. Because I think they give you like 7 hangers for $1 when you could pay $2 and get like way more, but you think you're getting a deal. Or like the fruit snacks, they give you 4 fruit snacks for $1 when you can pay like $3 and get almost like 50 fruit snacks. Yeah, y'all think y'all would pay. Okay, whatever. Okay, so 8 hours mean that I should get the cookie the next day since you spent an entire work day on 12 cookies. I don't know what she's saying. Not worth it to me, but that's why I don't order stuff like this. The issue is people aren't valuing time it takes. Cookies at stores, 50 cents a cookie. There has to be value in the difference of what you are providing to make it make sense. $10 for the time per cookie is not bad. Amen. I agree with it. Like we have to stop. We're allowing these customers to devalue us because they just want to pay for the product. They just want to pay for how much you paid for for the ingredients. They don't want to pay for your time. And until we make them pay for our time, they're not going to do it. You are not winning by lowballing your competitors. You're losing because you're not going to be in business long. It's funny how people are poking fun of her, but y'all don't get it. There is quality over quantity, right? If you want mass-produced cookies, that's fine. I'm pretty sure those will be cheaper. But if you want a specialized cookie, it takes time, and she wants to be paid for her time. if you can make quality cookies with specific decorations an individual requires out of you, okay, it disappeared. But yeah. So basically, we have to make these customers value our time because we see what they're saying on these videos, okay? So guys, if you take anything from me today, don't lowball yourself. Find out how much you are really making in your business. Find out how much time it's taking you. That's why I stopped doing t-shirts. Unless I'm like what I do is I either outprice myself, where I know people probably ain't gonna choose me because I said if I'm gonna do it, it's gonna be worth my time. All right, guys. Thank you guys for being with me again today. Melissa's Cricket Creation. Make sure you drop a comment. For some reason, if it seems like it's a negative comment, YouTube just deletes it. I don't know. It's not me, okay? I want to see all your comments, unless you're cursing. But I saw them deleting comments when people were just making regular comments, and it was like it went against the community standards. So it's not me. But thank you guys for being a part of it. Don't forget to check out my Boss Girl journals in the description. Until next time, guys, stay crafted. Stay crafted.